Hello, good evening from here. You're welcome to Opinion Sharers. My name is Paul, and tonight we're going to be talking about the perception about Nigerians. And I have tonight a regular guest that is in person of Citizen and the Village Boy. So, but please let's quickly share the link to invite people to join us. Just as usual, as we've been doing for some weeks now, I believe that Tosin would also give us a brief review or brief update about what might be going on in the UAE regarding the work permit. We've been following for a while now, more than a month, and so would like to know what's happening to our people there also. So tonight we are going to be doing a discussion about the perception about Nigerians. Let's quickly do. Please do share the link. Let's invite people to join the discussion. If you have done so, Village Boy, can you please quickly introduce yourself briefly?
Well, let me maybe do it a bit different today, if you don't mind. So I
It's
am
okay.
Dr. Bulu Tifeoluwadele, the village boy.
Thank you. It's a little bit different. I think you should put the doctor in your name so that.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Tosin.
Good evening, friends. Welcome to the show again. I'm Citizen Oluwatosin.
All right, Citizen Tosin. Thank you very much for introducing yourself. Um, The reason I want us to talk about this is that I've been following up some trend that is happening on the internet, and people are talking about Nigerians. A lot of people, in fact. If I think for many African bloggers, if they want to trend on social media, especially on YouTube, they talk about Nigerians. That's what for the past 1 month now. I've been following this, and I see that people from Kenya, people from Uganda, Rwanda, South Africa, everybody is talking about Nigerians. So I thought, why don't we talk about Nigerians by ourselves? The media has been portraying us in a particular way. Everybody has an opinion about Nigerians. So let's also discuss what's our own opinion about ourselves. And then we can also look at the opinion of other people about us. And then we will round it up by an update about what's happening to Nigerians in the UAE. So, Village Boy,
Yeah,
uh,
thank you.
I
Okay.
want you to please give us an intro. What do you think the perception is like of Nigerians?
Well, thank you so very much. That's really a very interesting topic when you talk about the perception of Nigeria. Of course, the perception from outside is usually mixed. There are those who are very charitable. Some perceptions are charitable, some are not charitable. But let's talk about the charitable perception. One of the major perception about Nigerians is that they are very resilient. They are very hardworking. They are go-getters. They deliver results. Those are the charitable ones, and they are very committed. The charitable one, of course, we do know, which we have to fight everywhere we go. They say we are fantastically corrupt. That's the charitable this. Are we corrupt? Yes. Are we the only one that is corrupt? No. I had an encounter with one Asian driver about 15 years ago in UK, and he asked me where am I from. I told him I'm from Nigeria, and he started the sermon how corrupt Nigeria is, and this. I allowed him to finish the ranting, and I asked him where are you from. He says he's from some place. Okay, what are you doing in England as a taxi driver? He said because the government people at home they are bad. They are. I said, oh, your government people are corrupt, right? He said, oh, you got me there. See, this thing we call corruption is everywhere. Um, The only thing I would say, our corruption seems to add some level of wickedness into it. So that's the only thing I would say. But Nigerian individual, we are focused. We are resilient. I think resilient is the number one perception about Nigeria. And unfortunately for our leaders, rather for them to to make good use of our resilience, they are exploiting that resilience, and that make them do um, terrible thing to us because we always endure. So I've had occasion to work with in many African countries other than Nigeria, and I can tell you that our seal, our energy is unmatchable by any African country, by any African group. So we we are good, we are intelligent, we are, yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Tosin, if you are not a Nigerian, if I am asking you this question, what do you think about Nigerians? What would your perception be? What would your answer be?
If I'm not a Nigerian, I'm a music lover. So if I'm not a Nigerian, I will talk more about the Nigerian music and the vibes of an average Nigerian, because that is one of the things I encountered here. Uh, Other nationality, ordinarily they view a Nigerian guy as a lively guy every time. And when sometimes you are just going, somebody is telling you, hey, what's happening? So they see us as we are very lively, we are lousy. Our music is a vibe that cut across uh, all all uh, all nation. Somebody I have body taxi a lot of time, and once the taxi driver knows I'm a Nigerian, he's automatically playing Nigerian song from me from his phone. And I would be like, and the trending song, the latest one, I would be like, you have that song? Say yes, I. And some of them can even sing it word for word. So if I'm not a Nigerian, you're asking me this, I will talk about the Nigerian song. I will talk about Nigerian lousiness. Two people are talking and you thought they are fighting. Yeah, I will talk about uh the Nigerian movie also, because I discovered that a lot of other African countries, they watch a lot of our movie, knows our actors even by name. Some of them I don't even know them by name, but I got surprised that other Africans, they know those people by name. And so at the same time, we cannot overlook the corruptness part of us. So some people think also Nigerians probably they fight a lot. They have seen our movies. Some people they think everything we have in our movie, we are doing it in the
In
real
real
life.
life.
Okay, thank you very much, Tosin. Thank you. That's interesting. I have had reasons to relate with many Africans, other Africans, Ghanaians, Kenyans, Ugandans recently, and I'm amazed at how much they know about us. In fact, I'm beginning to learn about Nigerian musicians from non Nigerians, and I felt ridiculous. I felt embarrassed, and because of that, I begin to listen to Nigerian music deliberately now. I begin to search for all these new Nigerians. I say, when did all these boys? I hear all manners of name, ski something, Stone Boy. Is it Stone Boy? I don't know whether it's Tomboy. There's all manners of names like that that I didn't even know existed. That I've learned from other Africans, and our movie also is doing greatly. So I'm glad to see how we how we perceive ourselves and how other people perceive us. Um, I'm going to ask Village Boy this specific question since Village Boy is in Canada, and I know that is a very good representative of Nigeria. So I want to see, how do Canadians, whether white or black, or white or colored, really I don't see anybody as being white or black, but then that's just my perception. It's another topic for another day. So how do they perceive Nigerians?
I think it's there may be no general perception that is common to everybody. I think it's also it's a matter of who they have experience with. Some see us as very aggressive, um, just almost that what Tosi was saying, being loud. Some see us as a happy people. Some see us as thoroughbred professionals, those who have engaged us at professional level. And unfortunately, some see us as refugees. So they just believe that an average black man here is a refugee. And they ask us ridiculous questions. Sometimes they ask whether we speak English. So and we have to explain to them that, look, our language of business and education is English. So I don't. I think it's usually a kind of general. I mean, the specific experiences they have with a Nigerian that determine that shape their opinions most of the time. Of course, there's usually the stereotype. You know, some don't even believe that we're as educated as we are. Um, because sometimes people hide their qualifications just to get in, but they are beginning to understand now that the average Nigerian you see here on the streets may have a master degree. So, and not that all of us are refugees who, of course, some people are lying. They come here, they lie, they say because of Boko Haram, they flee the country and all that. And of course, those who are in the minority, um, for those who have encountered us at the professional and academic level, over time they begin to respect us. But we also there's also that initial resistance. So then there's an issue of trust. They don't want to just fully trust you as a black person, as a Nigerian. And some don't cannot even differentiate between us, between Nigerians, Ghanaians, Sudanese, Cameroonians. Even if you yourself you meet some Cameroonians, you may not be able to differentiate until you begin to talk. Especially those of them who know who understand PG English. It is when you ask them that is okay. Or even some Kenya, but you that you are listening to a Kenya because of their own accent is different, Ghanaian accent is different, and the color skin is a bit different too. Ghanaians are darker than us. But when you see people from Liberia, from Sierra Leone, from Cameroon, you may not know whether they are not Nigerian. So there are people who lump us together as one, and because Nigeria is we are the most visible, you may say, and the noisiest of them. As if I want to borrow word from Tosin, uh, we loud, yes, we loud. And our music is also. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised the other day too. I was in one store and I think it was the video music I was hearing on their public address system. I looked left side, I said, what is going on here? So I think the music is becoming one good aspect of it. And of course, those who watch movie, they see a lot of violence. So they think that an average Nigerian can be violent. So I know that. Then, yeah. We also talk. We speak loud. We talk loud. But those who have had, you know, unbiased mind and have related with us at professional and academic level, I think they have some respect for us because we are good.
Mm. Thank you very much, sir. Tosin, when you look at the hustling spirit of Nigeria, the hustling spirit of an average Nigerian, do you see the same when you see other Africans? Or okay, let me not limit your scope. Let me say, what do you see in average Nigerian when you compare them with other Africans in the UAE? What distinguishes them in terms of traits, characteristics, and all?
What differentiates Nigerians? Nigerians, we are resilient. We have hustling spirit. We we know a lot of business, and we are everywhere. We are everywhere in this country. UAE is like world capital that every nationality is here. There was at a time I was working in a particular place. We have more than 70 staffs and from about 65 countries. So we have a lot of people from different country in UAE. But one thing that distinguishes Nigerians here is that everywhere you get to, you will find a Nigerian. Everywhere, every career, every walks of life, Nigerians are there. Somebody have said some time ago that if you get to a new country and you cannot find a Nigerian there, that you should leave. That place is not fertile. So we are everywhere in the country. In this country itself, UAE has 7 emirates. We are everywhere in all these emirates. And when it comes to works, also career, profession, we are also everywhere. We have Nigerians that are doctors here. We have them as midwives. We have them as nurse. We have them as lecturers, professors in the university here. We have Nigerians as cleaners, as those picking dumps on the streets. We have them as we are everywhere because we are resilient people. We endure a lot. We can cope with every situation. We have hustling spirit. If you get to the popular market here, Dera, you will think you are in Nigeria. Nigeria dominates that place. Like if you get to a particular portion of Sharjah, to Sharjah is an emirate. A particular portion of Sharjah, if you get there, you will from the street, just coming down from your taxi or from your car, you start hearing people speaking Yoruba. People speaking Igbo. If you get to all supermarkets here, supermarket and grocery, they have a section that has been created for Nigeria. So we are everywhere. Our hustling spirit is top notch, and other nationality also they know us that everything you want to get, just if you get the Nigerian, that you can get it.
Thank you very much, Tosin. I know there's a market in Dera where you have line. There is a line like this. It's just like you are in a regular market in Nigeria where you see Maggi, you see milk, Nigerian milk, tea milk. Is it what is that
Picnic,
milk? Picked milk.
picnic, three
You see
crown.
picked milk. You see 3 crown. You will see agege bread. During my last visit, man, I was so happy. You see, you eat yam. You eat virtually everything you eat in Nigeria, you will see it. You know, And I was watching a video just like Tosin was saying yesterday, and the lady was saying that if you go to any place and you do not see a Nigerian, you should just pack your load and leave. Now, let's go to it. Let's take it a little bit serious. Village boy, uh, Nigeria versus Nigerians. What comes to your mind?
Nigerian versus Nigerians. Sometimes it's not pleasant. I can tell you for free. Here, when we first came, I still experienced that even now. You meet a fellow Nigerian in the supermarket, for instance, in the store, and you want to check pleasantry. The guy remove his or her eyes away. Though that is common with men, not so much with ladies. Ladies seems to be more. When we meet outside, I think the ladies relate better than the men. There is this, I don't know, whatever hostility that is always among Nigerian men. Some will look, even when your eyes met, the guy would look away. They don't want to relate. I've observed that, but women don't do that. If they do that, that is very significant. So then there is always the rivalry. The rivalry, just as we have at home. And unfortunately, we see sometimes we bring our ethnicity to play here. Oh, it's Yoruba, it's Igbo, it's Hausa. We see show that to some degree, even when we are abroad. So that is that. Then some we don't have that cohesion. That's what I'm saying. We don't have the cohesion that we see other nationalities have here. We seem to be too too individualistic when we come out. So everybody minding his own business. But that's also not the complete pattern. I mean, for instance, in my profession, I mean, as an accountant, many of us who are members of ICANN, who are chartered accountants in Nigeria, a good number of us have come together and we relate together as family. Uh, and I also know of other professions that do that. But there are instances where you meet a complete stranger who is a Nigerian like you, who doesn't want to engage with you. So,
Uh,
yeah,
Village
that
boy, so
hostility is there.
sorry, let me cut you. If that's your group, you're a group of professionals, accountants, right? What
Yeah.
if an accountant is meeting somebody who is a taxi driver? Will he want to immediately associate with that taxi driver who is a Nigerian
You see,
or who is a cleaner?
the good thing here in this part of the world is like there's dignity of labor. Nobody's looked down by because of the profession or the trade the person has. So we don't judge a person because he's a transit driver or whatever. But what I observed, like I said, like when you are trying to exchange pleasantry with somebody that you perceive to be your fellow Nigerian in the store, outside the store, some disposition is not good enough. And I think that is not right. But like I said, it's more prevalent among men than women.
Okay, but I've also witnessed a situation whereby you see people from different walks of life, Yoruba, Igbo, and when they meet abroad, they suddenly become like family members. I
Yeah.
think it depends on the kind of community where they find themselves. If they are not many, they may not have choice but to relate. But if there are many, you see that they might begin to choose and all of those things. Anyway, I want to ask a follow-up question, Village Boy.
Okay.
The question of patriotism, Nigerians and patriotism to Nigeria.
What? Mm, Like you remember, sometime last year you asked a question that is similar to this, which I could recall that you are asking us, should Nigeria hope? Nigerians, should they hope in Nigeria? And I said that my answer to you then was that we need our leaders to give us reason to hope for Nigeria. So I will also show that without hope, patriotism is a tall order. There are few guys uh, who are, I used to call them, I mean, I want to humbly say I'm part of those group. I used to call ourselves Nehemiahs, those who always remember where we are coming from. I can tell you also that I've met some young guys here that even mentioning the word Nigeria, you run into trouble. They, in fact, you, it's like you are waking up bitterness in them. So don't talk to me, sir. Sir, with due respect, don't talk to me about Nigeria. I don't want to hear anything about Nigeria. So bitter, some are so bitter, so angry. And I try as much as possible to educate them that look, first, it's not a mistake that you are born in Nigerian, and there's nothing you can do about that. So you can't change that forever. If you can become dual citizens of anywhere, the fact remains that your foundation is Nigeria. I wouldn't say that patriotism is very strong with many people. Only few people think about patriotism when it comes to issue of Nigeria. Many, especially the young people, when they escape Nigeria, escaping when they have Jakwa. So the moment they get to the point of obtaining the citizenship of their new country, the word patriotism to Nigeria doesn't exist in their dictionary any longer. These are the reality we are facing with the young people. But people of my age bracket, a lot of us don't see it that way. So because there's still many of us who are even planning to retire back home and all that. So that patriotism is there, but it's not how it should be. Especially because everybody is also angry with the leadership of the country. Because of that leadership anger, bitterness, it translates to people trying not to be patriotic. Again, sometimes when you are embarrassed at the airport all over the world because you are a Nigerian, you need God's grace to remain patriotic because you are being made to pay for an offense you did not commit. So, and many of us go through that through immigration for not just because they just say, come aside, step aside, and they begin to ask you ridiculous questions. When you make mistakes that other people make, you pay dearly for your own mistakes. So because of that affects the measure of patriotism that many Nigerians outside want to give back to Nigeria. So and that's why we are preaching that we should put our house in order, because it is the bad habit of the few are rubbing off on all of us. Anywhere we go with the green passport, you are not sure that you will not be embarrassed. And when you suffer such, as human, you begin to wonder, what is this country making me going through? So, and that affects the patriotism of so many, genuinely speaking. Hope
Thank you,
I have
sir.
answered that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Tosin, when you look at the question of reputation, you know, I think when we were growing up, I can remember there was a national organization that was responsible for building patriotism. It's no, not patriotism, reputation. Saying good things about Nigeria, national information, something
Orientation,
like that.
orientation.
Yes, national orientation. So now, when you look at the reputation of Nigeria and Nigerians, both home and abroad, what do you think? What do you think the perception is, and what could be responsible to bad news, bad media about Nigeria and Nigerians, in your opinion?
Ah, if I want to talk about this, I will talk about government being responsible to our responsibilities. Some days ago, a friend on Facebook made a post that he will support Though this guy is an anti-Buhari and Buhari list, if I would say, but he said he will support the uh, social media bill that the Buhari administrations are pushing forward. That Nigerians not they are not saying good thing about themselves online and some fake news out there. But
Wait,
I
wait,
think
Tosin, just 1 second. Somebody said no audio, but I can hear it. Somebody said no audio.
Audio is
Additional.
there.
The
audio
audio
is
is
there.
there. Please check your
Check
system,
your
please.
distance. Check your the
I
speaker might
can't
be
hear you.
crossed.
Yes,
Yeah,
Check
maybe.
the speaker. Your
yeah. Audio is there.
Yeah, I can see it is it's shown.
Audio is
So
there.
please, you
that's
help
audio.
us share. Please share. Thank you. Continue, Tosin.
Now, okay. So, our government, they are the most carrier of fake news, and in most time they hoard news about things also, and when some information should be in the public domain and they are not there, people, excuse me, people will start saying things they think is going on because they are not having the information they should be having. Perception about Nigerians and how we represent ourselves. Another thing is Nigerians don't like to share good news about fellow Nigerians. They like to share bad news about fellow Nigerians. One of the problems we're having in the country I stay here, UAE, is because of this. Now, when there's two Nigerians fighting, or there's cultism attack, or Nigerians stealing, or Nigeria in any bad act, you will see the video circulating very fast. You will see people using this video as their WhatsApp status. Uh, now, to them, that is they are standing against what these bad Nigerians are doing, not knowing that they are the one that is publicizing this bad image of Nigerians. The last time there was cultism attack in Sharjah, a lot of people start using this video as a WhatsApp status. See what our boys they do now, wow. See what Nigerians they do now, wow. They feel like they are standing against that act, but in the real fact, they are giving publicity to that. So Nigerians also, we should support ourselves. We should be of good behavior and support ourselves. When you see a fellow Nigerian doing something good, support them. If they are, support them, say good things about them, encourage them. Not only when we see bad things about Nigerians, we will start talking about it. Some weeks ago, a Nigerian taxi driver found 100,000 dirham in his taxi. That is going to hundreds of millions in naira. This guy returned it. I know some of us post about this and use him as our WhatsApp status and all that, but most people don't do that. But if it is courtesan fight or armed robbery, you will see them. So now we should start blowing our own trumpet. We should start saying good things about ourselves. We should start supporting our countrymen and women, trying their best to do good thing in the society, so that other nationality will when we start projecting ourselves in good light, other nationality too can know that yeah, we are doing something good. Another thing is other nationality, even when their countrymen are doing something bad, they don't share that. They don't share that. Most of the crime that got reported in the media in UAE, they are not committed by Nigerians. Most crime that is committed here and reported is not by Nigerians. But one single one of crime of a Nigerian that will pop up, you will start seeing people sharing it. You see people start sharing it. So we should stop this act. Another thing is our media should be regulated in Nigeria. Regulated, but that my friend that posted that he will support Buhari to bring up the act. Now, one thing I comment under it is that the people need to be empowered first. You cannot have an army of youth, jobless youth, that wake up in the morning, they don't have anywhere to go, they don't have anything to do, and you expect that fake news and cruise catching will not be online. Somebody will just sit down somewhere and fabricate a voice note of something that does not happen. There was a voice note one time say X-Men, X-Men, they have entered Yoruba land, oh, X-Men, Kinikon, X-Men, Kinikon. Like it is real. And we just need to get our people engaged, because when people idle hand is the devil's workshop. People that are not busy also, they will start just pick this information and start sharing it without verifying if this news is the new or not. Some people cannot just get a news, just browse through it and think in their head, is this news genuine? Where some people don't know where they can even cross check a fact checked a news, if it is correct, if it's genuine or no. They just get hold of it and start sharing it, not minding where it is coming from. So our government they need to do a lot, especially in engagement of our youth. People are too idle. Joblessness is too much. Idleness is too much, and it is getting increased by the day. So, and that's one of the reasons we are always here every week calling out the government to be responsible to their responsibility, because as time goes on, this is not checked. It will continue to be on the rise. We are pulling ourselves down daily.
Thank you, Tosin. You see, I'm going to ask the village boy the next question. And this question is because there's been a lot of disrespect of Nigerians happening abroad. Even though we do disrespect ourselves at home, to look at the way the police, Nigerian police treat us, or even Nigerian army sometimes, treat us. So let's say not just at home, let's say the disrespect of Nigerians both at home and abroad. Village boy, do you think we deserve it? And the reason I'm asking you this is because I've seen situations where when you see a Nigerian treated in a particular way, whether home or abroad, there is this uh, holier than thou attitude among us, whether among Christians or Muslims. It is because of the way our people behave. It is because of the way some people behave. That's why they are treating us like that. So, do you think we deserve to be treated that way? I mean, I've been at airports where I will be asked questions, unnecessary, highly unnecessary questions. There was a time I was traveling and somebody, and I have an handbag that has been scanned, and the guy said I should offload everything just because you see a green passport in my hand. And I was mad really in the airport. If not that they will say, oh, it's a Nigerian, that's why it's behaving like that. I would have spoken to that guy the way he wouldn't like. Why do I have to offload everything that is in my bag, in my handbag? There was there was a laptop, there were a few other things there. So village boy, please.
Well, human dignity dictates that nobody should be disrespected. We all deserve to be respected. So there is no reason why we should justify being disrespected by whatever circumstance. And again, we have seen in the world order there is double standard everywhere. Like I said earlier on, our mistake is over highlighted, amplified beyond you know uh, beyond number. Human beings are prone to making mistakes. There's nothing we can do about that. We do make mistakes. But you will discover that our own mistakes is like, oh, unpardonable. While other people's mistakes are justifiable. So there is no reason, no justification that I can find of a truth where somebody should be disrespected. No justification for that. Of course, do we have our excesses? Yes, we do. We do have our excesses. We do have our excesses because many of us, um, especially when we get out of Nigeria, we have simply forgotten our home training and we behave anyhow. So there are some attitude and behaviors they're seemingly unpardonable. But then it's better to punish a person for a wrong behavior than to disrespect the person. Because when you disrespect the person, you are indirectly or directly attacking that person's dignity. Yes, every human being can make mistake. Even when somebody had made a mistake, you point that mistake to the person respectively. That is one of the things you may say about Canada a bit. One of good thing about Canada is like they have the tendency to be very courteous in dealing with you without overtly disrespecting you. But sometimes you still see some disrespect here and there. Nobody deserves to be disrespected. Nobody. But we need to also tell our people, our patriots, that we owe it to the public, wherever we find ourselves, to behave well. Good behavior is a duty for everyone. So you are supposed to first behave well for yourself, then for your family, and for your country. So bad behavior is not acceptable, as well as disrespectfulness is also not acceptable.
All right, thank you very much. I see a lot of some people are talking about the UAE issues. We will get to that. Tosin will give us feedback as per if there's been any change. Um, we will know. This guy Olu Tayo is saying protest. You cannot protest in the UAE. It's against the law in the UAE to protest. So I think the most you can do is to go to the embassy and talk to the consular or government staffs there. That's like your country. The consulate is like your. I mean, the consular is like. Is it the consulate? Right? It's like your
The
country.
consulate is the office.
Yeah.
The consular is the occupant of the office.
Okay. So you can go to the embassy and demonstrate. I mean, to show that okay, this situation have impacted me. But in UAE generally, you cannot protest. It is against the law. So these are basic things that we need to understand. Tosin, before you get to that, I want you to, and I want the village boy to also do the same thing. I think it's high time we begin to sing our own song. Apart from music, apart from drama. In fact, I was watching a lady, I think she's South African or somewhere from East Africa, uh, reviewing Nigeria movie. Okay, no, I think she's Ghanaian, talking about the fact that Nigerian music is perhaps more popular than Indian movie. I was surprised. I was thinking that I would have to check. Maybe she was just hyping us. I don't know. That Nollywood is second to Hollywood, because I
That's true.
thought Bollywood should be bigger than Nollywood. So I thought I was going to check, but I still don't have time to check yet. So, apart from these things that have been taking us to the international scene, and that a lot of us are highly brilliant, if given opportunity, I want you to please highlight some things that is good about Nigeria and Nigerians. I want Village Boy to also, do such in a few seconds, and then Tosin will give us an update regarding the UAE.
Yeah, talking about things that are good about Nigerians. It's okay. Before now, About 10, 15 years ago, we are third in the world in movie. That's Hollywood, Bollywood, and Nollywood. But as we speak now, Nigeria is second. That's Hollywood and then Nollywood. Nigeria is second. And our music also is going far. These are things that if we have a responsible government, these are industry they can pump money to, and these are forex. They are foreign. They are things we can sell on the global stage. Music, movies, these are things we can sell. And also, we are good in athletics too. Our footballers are in the Nations Cup now. At the beginning of the Nations Cup, nobody rates Nigeria as favorite for the tournament. But after our first match, defeating the Pharaohs of Egypt, and subsequently going all through the group stage with a full 9 points, people start talking about Nigeria. Even Ghanaians that are usually like our cousins rivalry, they are now saying that our football team is better than theirs after they lost out. So apart from that, a lot of Nigerians are educated. In US, the ratio of Nigerians that are educated is even more than the locals. The what do they call them there? They don't call them locals. They call them natives, the Native Americans. So people, and we keep searching for knowledge. We keep searching for knowledge. You see, an average Nigerian, they have 2 degree. They have some people have more. We keep searching for knowledge. We are not contented wherever we are or whatever qualification we have. We are not contented. We always want more. We always want to get more to advance and move forward. Nigerians are thinkers too. Whichever situation we are, we can think of how to turn the situation around and for our own good. The kind of suffering people have been subjected to in UAE in the last 7, 8 months now. Other nationality cannot survive 3 months. Other nationality cannot survive 3 months. Forget about there's no protest here. They will shut down anywhere they can shut down. But Nigerians, even from growing up, when kerosene is expensive, you are using firewood. When firewood you cannot get it again, you are going to the sawmill to get sawdust for free. I will make a abacha stove. When sometimes when kerosene is expensive, we use diesel in the stove. We use diesel in the stove to cook. And some people will tell you that even diesel, all last you kerosene lo, that it is long lasting than kerosene because it will be melting small small. So we are resilient people. We can survive anywhere. We can turn situation around also. There's no negative news. There's no negativity with Nigeria. If you tell them there's no way there, they will break through and make way there. Like what we said before, that if you get to a nation and there's no Nigeria, somebody say if there's KFC, McDonald's in that country, then Nigeria is there. The only way you get to, you cannot find Nigeria, just pack your bag and leave because you know that place is not fertile. Our people are everywhere. People also know this fact about us, that we are we are resilient, that we break through. We are newsmaker everywhere we go. We are not all just bad people. No, we are newsmaker. Nigerians, if you get to some countries in the world, they have Nigerians in their parliament. They have Nigerians as as cabinet member or advisor to their president. Some Nigerians, you just see citizens, some Nigerian citizens are advisor to nations of the world. So Nigerians, there's a good thing. There's still so many good things about us apart from our bad leaders.
Okay, Tosin, thank you. Village boy, want to take it away?
Yeah, there are too many to be counted. But I will say on top of the list is our survival instinct. We simply know how to survive, no matter the situation and difficulty. And we are very hopeful. We are usually very hopeful. You know, Ogadema, tomorrow will go better. So we don't give up so easily, and that helps us. Which is also part of the resilience. So we have that instinct in us, and of course, our pursuit of knowledge is critical. Though some of those knowledge are used in the wrong manner, like the Yahoo Yahoo something, because somebody is not there to harness that knowledge for better purposes. That's why the leaders vacuum comes into play. We cannot completely overlook that. So Nigerians are also very dedicated, you know, dedicated, committed, and we are family oriented. We believe in family. We keep family together and all that. Then we also, despite the little hiccups here and there, we are community oriented. Of course, we can brag too. You know, Nigeria can be proud. So uh, that's all part of it. We excel in academics. We excel in almost everything. I think when we have good opportunity, our best come out. One thing that limits us is the lack of opportunity. You know, but when we are allowed to thrive, we thrive. We are good. We match up anybody. I mean, there's no field of endeavors in life that Nigeria cannot cope or survive. We are good, and we are happy people. So we are the happiest. We used to be the happiest people on earth. I think we are still, right? So, and because our community, I used to say that one of the good thing about Owambe, for instance, is a social cohesion. Because of I've written about it. That is why when you want to demonstrate in Nigeria, it cannot go beyond Wednesday afternoon actually, because by Wednesday evening they have to go to market preparing for a particular time where I lived in Lagos. Our weekend start on Thursday, so and it's a year from Thursday to Sunday. So and that is what keeps life going on. So we like to make ourselves happy. We yeah. So Nigeria had a lot of good qualities, beyond resilience, beyond our intellect. We are dedicated, we are committed, we are achievers, we are go-getters. Yes, we fight. That's part of life, I think. Then you know, you will see that the love of family is such that you see when you hear about the level of diaspora remittance to Nigeria, one thing that should come to your mind is because we are family oriented. So when we are here, we think about family back home. Of course, the other aspect of it too, people exploiting that, but that notwithstanding, we are family oriented. Um, if you find yourself a good cycle, we try to help ourselves. It's not everything that is you know pull him down syndrome. It's not everywhere that is. If you find yourself among good company, you discover that your fellow Nigerians can pull you up. We do that. You know, we cater to one another. Yeah. Then yeah, our humanity is not completely bad. I think if we want to give it a percentage, you can say that 75 to 80% of our humanity are very fantastic and excellent. Even up to 85, you can say yes, we have, you know, we know how to love, we know how to be nice, we know how to be empathic to people. We are kind. We can be kind to a fault. You know, Nigerians happen like this, they contribute money. You know, So yeah, I think we are nice.
Thank
I
you.
believe I know we are nice. Not I think I believe we are. I know we are nice people.
Thank you, Village Boy. You see, I was trying to make a note because I said I've been watching videos of a lot of other Africans talking about Nigeria, and one thing that that I see them talk about a lot is that, which I didn't know before, is that a lot of other African women prefer Nigerian men to their women to their own men. Talk about Ghanaian women, they prefer Nigerian men. Kenya, they prefer Nigerians. South Africans, they prefer Nigerians. Zimbabwe, all of them like that. Whether in Cameroon, all of them, when they're talking about preferring Nigerian men. And one thing that has been significant is that they think Nigerian men are caring, that Nigerian men can treat their women. If they like a woman, that they will treat the woman. And that we also have mouth. We have sweet mouth, and the resiliency in Nigeria, and that an average Nigerian believe that it go better even if he's gonna die tomorrow, even if he's not, even if there's no, it's not sure for him. I've told the village boy, maybe we will need to find time to actually do a study, a research, to study resilience in Nigerians. Perhaps this might even lead to good theory that may be useful, that can be studied by other people, even in reputable institutions. I personally, I've been talking about it in the last 1 year, talking about resiliency in Nigerians, that it should be studied. Whether Nigerians are home or Nigerians abroad, I think there's just something about our resilience, at least the ones that I've seen. And I'm not trying to be biased here, but Nigerians that I've seen, especially from the south, there's something in us that needs to be studied, and that is resilience. I wrote here on my paper that we are also optimistic, highly optimistic. I think maybe religion is the one that has helped us to operate at that level. The level of optimism in average Nigeria is to the roof. And then we are never giving up. The village boy has mentioned that. Every Nigerian is a believer. Whether he goes to church or he doesn't go to church, he's a believer. He believes in something, you know. And we have a competitive spirit, and that's why, and I believe that's what makes us excel. When you give a Nigerian small opportunity, he wants to be the best at it. you know Look at the situations that many of us have grown from, and still, at every small chance, they want to make themselves known, they want to shine, they want to excel. And I think this is something that's very important. I was talking to an American 2 days ago, and she was saying Nigerians are proud. I say, I don't think we are proud. I think we are just, there's something, that there's a level of confidence. There's a level of confidence in an average Nigerian, even if he is in the village, even if he is ignorant, even at that level of ignorance, there's some kind of funny, confidence in him or her. Anyway, I just want us to talk about Nigerians, and I think we have done that tonight. Kudos to us, even though we didn't plan this before. I am planning that we would have some other other citizens of other countries to participate. I just want to take their perception about Nigerians. The honest perception of other people about Nigerians. Tosin, please, can you go ahead and brief us about the happenings in the UAE, and then we'll close.
You are muted.
Yeah, thank you very much. There is okay. The update is that this week we receive and distributed some palliative to affected Nigerians that show up for it. We got the palliative from some good Nigerians, and we had to give it out. But in the group we have people, uh, we it was announced there for over a week, and only two people show up. So we felt there's no, because people that donate those items also felt what maybe they are waiting for a feedback. And when you are dealing with things like this, for me, I like to be transparent. I'm not an angel, but I try to be transparent in things like that. So we have to make a call on Facebook that whoever is in need, they should show up. Although in the video it was said that it's not much, oh, and first confessor, we had a large number of people turn up for it. More than 60 people we couldn't give it to that turned up for it. We gave close to 20 people, and these are just little things just to keep them together for a while. And in the course, now what we the lesson I got from that from that video is that people that were affected are the ones we have got from the published of that video. People that are really affected, and they some of them have not belonged to any WhatsApp group of affected people, and they are people that are really suffering. So we are able to distribute some palliative this week. So we're able to distribute some palliative this week, and surprisingly, and surprisingly, till now, nothing from our government. Somebody was talking about protests. This protest is not allowed in UAE, but we will be forced to have one in Nigeria. If you are watching this show regarding work permit ban, and you are in Nigeria, please. I don't know how they can contact me. I'm Citizen Oluwatose on Facebook. Please contact me. We will from tomorrow tonight. We will start mobilizing people that were affected and they are back in Nigeria now. We will start mobilizing them. We have a lawyer. We have lawyers that are ready to lead them, not in protest, but just in to lead them to the National Assembly and to the National Assembly so that there will be awareness. Because I don't know if they knows about this. It has been discussed before on the floor of the National Assembly, but till now they are not doing anything about it. I don't know. Maybe because I've told a friend during the course of this week that maybe because now poor man picking they come UAE. All of us here we are poor man picking because coming to this country you don't need show of fun. You don't need. You just need to buy visa, and the visa is very cheap. Though Nigerian visa is the highest in UAE compared to other nationality, but still the visa is cheap to get. Get your visa, get your flight ticket, and you're on the plane the next day. Within 24 hours, your visa will be out. I'll be Mr. Paul. It's not even 20, it's not even up to 12 hours, right? You are a witness. It's not within 12 hours, you will get your visa. So because we the Nigerians that are in UAE, we are children of the poor masses. That is one of the reasons they are not attending to this issue. If their children are here with us, they will have sought this issue out. If their children are here, they will not let this issue linger this much. 7 to 8 months now. The flight ban will be 1 year next week. Flight ban. And some people will argue that the flight ban was lifted December. The flight ban was lifted not because Nigerian government make a move, but because UAE government removed a restriction on the flight. That is why it was lifted. So for 1 year now, Nigerian government has not made one move regarding this issue. All they can say is the law UAE has put in place is discriminating, and this is the same law UAE put in place for other country. So if they are putting the same law in place for other country, why will the one in place for Nigeria be discriminating against Nigerians? And if Nigerian travelers don't complain about this law, why should the minister Adisidika, the Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sidika, say it is discriminating? So for over 7 months now, people have been here losing their job daily. We have report of people losing job daily, daily. People are losing their job daily, and these people are just in the Senate, they're in the House of Rep, they are ministers, they are empty-head president that will not do anything regarding this. Nigeria, if you will permit me, this is opinion share, it's my opinion. I'm Oluwatosin Akingbade is my surname. I am declaring the president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, I'm declaring him unfit to rule Nigeria. He is unfit to rule Nigeria. 200 million people cannot be ruled by an individual who cannot even remember things for a week. Nigerian president Muhammadu Buhari is not fit
let's
to
pause you
rule.
here. Keep on to the issue of discussion. You have to give
Okay,
us update about what is going on in UAE. We didn't ask you to do assessment of what is going on
the
in Abuja.
president's brain.
Thank you.
Okay, the update is necessary because some people are not doing their job, and the president inclusive. The president came to UAE December and nothing was done about this. A week before he came, the ambassador, we met with the ambassador, not ESA, we met with the ambassador, and he told us, you guys should relax. The president is coming next week. He will resolve this issue. The vice president also is coming next week. And they truly came. They truly come. They truly came. Whichever one they did. And they came that December, and this work permit issue is not resolved. The reason you see people chanting at Buhari at Expo was because they think he's here now to liberate his people. But still he came, take pictures around, shake hands, read speeches, and left people, his citizens, he cannot provide job for in Nigeria that flee the country to come to UAE. He come and he cannot negotiate with his UAE counterpart. So the update is that we still remain hopeless in this situation, not knowing what will happen. This situation has continued like that for 7 months now. People are losing it already. Some days ago, last week, we were on the street. We found people sleeping outside already. On this show, people have come to comment section and said they sleep in uncompleted building. They don't have food to eat. I have more than 60 of them crying for food. Some people have just given back. They have babies. Some people, the husband and the wife, they don't have jobs again. And they have presidents come to same country and they didn't do anything. So we are calling on Nigerians that are affected and they are back home in Nigeria now. We need to raise an awareness so that they know, if they pretend to not know, so that they know that people are passing through hell here, that people need their dignity to be restored, people need to get their jobs back. The situation remains the same. It's been silenced from the embassy and the consulate. It is only when the media talk about them, they also will go to the media to publish some good thing about themselves, and they will pass vote of confidence on themselves. A group have started a campaign about being a good Nigerian. And if you watch some of my latest videos, you will see I'm calling on people to be well behaved in the country. Even if we are affected, we should be in good faith that things will get back to normal very soon. But as it is now, nothing. Flight also resumed back to some Africa country that was banned initially. But unfortunately, Nigeria is not included. So the situation remains the same. People are still suffering. More people are losing their jobs daily.
Okay. Well, it's I can imagine the emotions. I know it's not easy. I was talking with some people earlier today. Somebody said a lady was giving a testimony in the church that her visa has been renewed. She's a nurse. And then there was a discussion about whether the people, that some people in category one who maybe they are renewing their visa, or some other people are also saying maybe she has just gone to make a freelance visa and then come to church to give testimony. After all, she didn't give the details of what has happened to her, but but they confirmed that for like 3 or 4 months, her visa was expired and could not renew. So suddenly she came to church and give a testimony, and as we they give our testimony for Nigeria now, we just say, this thing and this, so and finally we have gotten the visa. So it could have been a freelance visa, but then she didn't give the details you know. So I just hope that something will happen soon. You know, please, what's the solution now? You're not here. Don't have. Okay. Yeah, people who are back in Nigeria may not understand what it feels like. The truth is that for people in UAE, if you don't have a job, you don't have a life. It's difficult. It's there is no place you can go to say, may they give you some cups of gari and you will pay tomorrow, or you pay on payday. No, you pay before you get whatever you get. Including data, including water.
Including
You know,
accommodation, you pay upfront.
yeah, yeah, including accommodation, you pay upfront. And so I'd never assumed that we can see Nigerians living on the street in UAE, because there's no corner in UAE. Everywhere is open. Everywhere there's light everywhere. So where will you even sleep on the street? Is it under the light or the street or on the road? There are no jungles. There are no bush. There are no. It's even uncompleted building will even be fenced, safe, and there will be security. Everything is closed. So it's. I can imagine what it feels like. We're just hoping that something will happen, that President Buhari would. I believe that this is a situation that can be sorted out at the level of diplomacy. All right. I don't think there's anything that these ordinary Nigerians can do. Many people have spent everything that they have to come to the UAE, with the hope for a better life. Just like we were saying, Nigerians are resilient. But somebody can be broken. Somebody's spirit can be broken. Somebody can be broken emotionally. That's my field, and I understand that people can be broken emotionally. Some people would never recover from some emotional trauma in their life. And we as Africans, we are susceptible to high blood pressure. And these are traumas and all of these things that causes it. So somebody will die, and maybe after some time, and the people would say it is the people in the village. But it's not the people in the village. It's all this trauma. And many of us have been subjected to this kind of trauma from childhood, you know. But then I just hope. And that's why when you look at the question of patriotism, it's difficult for an average Nigerian to be patriotic, because many of us, especially Village Boy was saying, people of his generation, they can be patriotic. It's easier for them to be patriotic, but unlike us, because I can practically say people of my age are probably not getting anything for free in Nigeria. We've practically suffered for everything. Anyway, I'm hoping. Somebody said, I slept in uncompleted building for 11 months. Huh, man, can you imagine? Yeah, you can call in. There's a phone number on the. Okay, let me see if I can type the number here. Let's perhaps amplify the voice of those who are going through the situation. Uh, If you want to call in, you can call in this number for WhatsApp. I would put it on speaker, and let's hope that people can hear the voice of
Or
people.
boating. Is the number on boating?
No, I have deleted both. Oh, if you are in UAE, you might not be able to call on WhatsApp, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I don't have both. Which application do you have? to call. Who is that person? Mr. Sam Adesokon. Which calling application do you have? Let me know if
Is it still there?
I don't know. Okay, I would say let me give you the link. You can join the chat room. Click the link, go to your browser and allow your video and audio. If you do not allow your video or audio, you will not be able to get in. So we can just accommodate one or two persons. People who have real life experience, please. If you don't have experience, please don't call in. Click the link that I've just shared now. It's on Facebook and and YouTube. Click on the link, it will take you to your browser. And when you're on your browser, you have to allow the audio, both the audio and the video, else you will not be able to get in. So this person, Omar Samuel, said, my company couldn't renew my friend contract and they have cancelled him already. They are sending him back to Nigeria any any moment from now. I believe he wants to type.
Some
Okay,
people
this
that
person
are
said,
arguing before that work permit ban is not there, we are lying. Do you know they are
yeah.
now affected?
Ah,
Some people that said one of the so no, you the also that came to attack the show some days ago is in the comment section saying they are organizing protest.
really?
Some yeah.
Yeah, Nonso may not be, he may not be aware at that time. I know. He
So if
said,
you are not aware, it's
"Where
better you just keep quiet and listen
I
and
think
search.
okay, this is
That is
that
why,
Nonso." He said, "We are
yeah,
already printing the T-shirt for the rally.
yeah. He said they are
Our group
organizing
is called
protests in
Work
Nigeria.
Permit Synergy Group." Okay, now that is good. Nonso, you see that we are not talking nonsense now. I'm glad to see this. We are all suffering. We are all suffering for
Apart
being
from him,
Nigerians.
a
That's
lot
our
of
sin.
people that are saying it's not real, we are just fabricating. Now it is affecting them. They are losing their own job also. Some of them, it remains 2 months for them to lose their job. So they are thinking if this will continue for so long, then it might get to them also.
Well, I think we may have to go if these guys cannot get in. If you
This person
cannot
is
get
saying
in,
drop the number. The number is already there. Just
yeah,
scroll up.
the number is already there.
Maybe
I've
you
typed
write
the
the
number.
number again, sir.
Okay, let me type the number again. It's plus 91 842 94 55380. That's my WhatsApp number. You can call if you call the WhatsApp number. I just typed it now. Plus 91 842 94 55380. WhatsApp. I just want us to hear from people who have been impacted directly, just so that people would know, especially maybe people who are close to government or people who are close to, yeah, people who are close to people who can liaise with the government of UAE. Ordinary people like us cannot, right? But I'm sure it should be something that should happen at the level of diplomacy where the government to government, they would sort it out, So let's hope. Okay, now thank you, Nonso. He said he's housing many Nigerians in his house in Abu Dhabi. You see now, the reason why that is happening, that inconvenience is happening, is because those people have been genuinely impacted.
He was on the show some weeks ago, last week
Yeah,
or 2 weeks ago, saying we are talking.
yeah, toasting that one, don't go. Let's move on. Yeah, please, I'm in two level, but my company can't renew my contract, and they have. He said, and they have already cancelled my work permit since last 2 months. Since last month. Okay. You said number is not going through. Number is going through now. Somebody just called in now.
Maybe
Okay.
it's the one.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to confirm if you're still on live show or this is over.
This we are still live.
Okay. Sorry, I thought it was live because I was just watching the program. What is live? A live show.
Yeah, it is live.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to speak. I'm Clement. I'm speaking from UAE directly.
Okay.
So I just want to tell you that what the gentleman has said is absolutely correct.
Okay. Village boy, can you hear me? Can you hear this?
Two guys that are working in my company and they are Nigerians.
Okay.
And they're like outsourced working with us. I can hear you.
Okay, continue, please.
Hello, can I go on?
Yes, go on, please.
Hello.
Go on.
This gentleman, currently they have applied for his visa 5 times in his company and it has been rejected. And he's got no option other to go back to Nigeria by next week. And the second guy in question as well, he has been told that Nigerian visa are not going to be renewed anymore. So he might likely be going back to Nigeria next month. And the most pathetic thing, which I think most people are not really talking about, is even the issue of our passport. I applied for my passport as far back as November. It took them over 2 months to get my passport returned back to me. And the most satanic thing there, I use that language, is when you get there and you give them at the embassy extra 350 dirhams, they give you your passport the same day. So sometimes I wonder if we really have a government, or we just have, I don't want to use a foul language of my president, but of a truth, I think we only have crops of rulers in that country who do not care about the common man. But if this lingers on, I don't know what will be the end product, because people are at home graduating, there's no job day in, day out, and people who are here striving. Now there is a diplomatic row between you and United Arab Emirates. The best option is to ensure that this is resolved. So it's so painful that people are really going through hell as I speak with you. Each time I come down from my staircase, I see people sleeping at the staircase. It's not the gentleman that spoke earlier on was not lying.
Wow.
But I just pray that God help us in our country. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, bro. Thank you very much for calling. Somebody has been calling, and please, can you call in? Can you call back now? Someone was calling before while this man was on the phone. So if you still want to call, please call in now. We're just going to take this one more, and we will probably close. Okay, let me even call in. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening. This is Veronica on the line.
Yeah. Good evening. My name is Paul.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You are live on Opinion Sharers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, are you in the UAE? Hello. Hello. I can't hear you anymore. So I think this is a woman who has been trying to call in. Now I can't hear her again. Let me allow her to call back. Hello. So I think she's probably using. Uh, okay, so free trade zone. I think that was never suspended. It is labor card. It is labor permit that has issue. You
Yes.
know, it is labor permit when your company is able to renew your labor permit, and then that's when. Excuse me.
Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. The network is fluctuating.
Yes. Okay. Please share your
Yeah.
experience briefly.
Yeah, my name is Veronica. Actually, I got an offer like was it not last year August? Okay, I
Okay.
got a new job. So
Okay.
up till now, they cannot do my visa because of this Nigeria and Dubai and UAE issue. This labor card issue. So up till now, I don't have a job. I have a 16-month-old baby with me. So it's life there is very difficult.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you very much. You said you have how many months old? I'm hoping that the people close to the government would be able to hear this. Thank you very much, sis. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So this is a woman. Some people were saying that they were renewing for women, but this is a lady now who has called and said she hasn't had, you know, permit has not been able to be renewed, and she has a 16-month-old baby with her. It is difficult for an adult to take care of themselves, you know. How much more somebody, an adult with a baby? Anyway, the reason we are doing this, I just want people who might be doubting and saying, okay, maybe it is not true, for them to realize that, okay, this is real. There are people that are Nigerians that are suffering, and these are people who have not committed any crime. These are people who have not done anything wrong. I mean, if people who want to commit crime, they don't care whether they have visa or not, or whether they have work permit or not. So all these people that have been impacted, there are people who are hustling, sincerely hustling and working and earning their living. And I think we should have rights to be able to earn our living wherever we find ourselves, you know. Anyway, let me not talk too much so that I don't become emotional about this tonight. I'm trying to uh, keep my head straight. Thank you very much, guys. We will be here again next week. Hopefully that something would have happened. But please do reach out to Tosin just in case there is anything that is being organized by the community in the UAE. Maybe to reach out to people who have critical issues, maybe health issues. If you have mental health issues, please don't keep quiet. If you're not able to think straight anymore, please don't keep quiet. If you're not able to sleep, that's if you still have a sleeping place, please don't keep quiet. We want to stay alive, and just in case when things we still want to be in a good mental, physical state. And for the people who are babies, please do reach out. Maybe church. This is time to go to church. Go to look for Redeem in Dubai or in Abu Dhabi or in Sharjah, or look for maybe a mosque if you are a Muslim. This is the time to look for those kind of supports. You can also reach out to Tosin if they are able to organize anything. They will reach out to you. I saw the video and he spoke to me personally about what they've been able to raise and share.
We're also open to donations.
Aha, I wanted to say that too. That if you are like Nonso, who people, and I mean, bless you, Nonso, for allowing people to stay in your house. I know it is not easy, and
That's
these are
good.
some of the things that we're saying that some Nigerians can be helpful. In fact, I know people who are non-Nigerians, like Cameroonians, who would say Nigerians will always be standing for their fellow African brothers and sisters. So please, this is the time for us to stand in the gap for our brothers and sisters. And it's also time for us to raise help wherever we can raise help, and it's we should also raise our voice, to the Buhari government and the Oshibajo, let them know that there's something that they need to do. And I believe that our citizenship does not, it's not limited to only when we are in Nigeria. Village Boy, please, your parting statement tonight.
Yeah, we should be concerned about the plight of our compatriots in UAE, and we again still appealing to government that they should come to their rescue. Like I have consistently say here, you owe your citizen responsibility wherever they find themselves. Even if they were there illegally, you still owe them responsibility. Please rise up to your responsibility and give these people hope to smile again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Tosin, I think somebody's calling again. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Paul from Opinion Sharers.
So my name is Friday.
Okay.
I'm calling from UAE.
Okay, bro, please quickly share your experience in 1 minute.
Since June that my working permit visa finished, so I've been trying to renew my visa. Start from then till now, I've not been able to renew my visa. It's only three months visa I'm able to do. Till now, I'm still finding a way, even though the company that I'm working with now, they are the one that is renewing the visa three months for me, because they have put my visa several times, my working permit visa. They will come back and tell me that the visa is not coming out, so that they don't know what is wrong with the Nigeria visa. So I've been trying to renew my visa since all this while. And where I was working before, so my visa finished there because I don't want to continue with the same company again. So I decided to change another company. So where I am now, so since June last year till now, I've not been able to renew my visa. And the thing is really affects me, because if they are renewing my visa three months, so my salary is too much down. I'm automobile electrical. I know what I want. So the thing is really affecting me so much. I can't even send money to Nigeria anymore because of this. So we are begging Nigeria government to come and help us in this situation, because all these problems that is affecting everybody. Sometimes Cameroon guys is among people that will commit all those crimes, and they will claim that they are Nigerian guys. So when you have bad dog, anything that happen, you will always go to the bad dog. So that is the problem we are facing in this UAE. Let them try to investigate the issue that is happening in UAE. Not all the issue that is happening in UAE is Nigerians. There are other nationalities that are committing the same crime, and they are saying they are Nigerians. And if you trace them to get their passport, you will know that they are not the Nigerians. Please, we need help in UAE. Everybody is hungry now. Nobody is able to do anything. Can you imagine if a private company can be renew your visa three months? You can tell how much that you are going to be collecting in a month. So it's not advisable for anybody to take such a thing, because we come here to feed family. We left Nigeria to feed family. So now it's family that is feeding us, that is here. So the thing is really affect us. Let Nigeria government help us in this situation. Let them come and settle this issue once and for all. We are dying here. Nobody is smiling again. Even not that Nigerians, there's no any situation that we find ourselves that we will not survive. honestly, the situation that we are now is a situation that everybody will be looking how to steal something or do. But if you are not the kind of person that you don't look twice to anything that is not belong to you, so there's no need of you be putting out on unnecessary something. We are pleading for the Nigerian government to come and help us, especially the embassy in UAE. Let them write to our to FG.
All right, thank you, bro.
Let them write to them, please.
Hello. Okay, you see, the situation is that I want to tell our brothers and sisters that it is. I don't believe that it is that because Nigerians are misbehaving in UAE that is resulting to this. It is not.
No.
I'm sure this directly has something to do with the Nigerian banning UAE airline from Nigeria. This is like a reciprocity. So it is not because some Nigerians are misbehaving. As much as it is bad, it is not good for any Nigerian to misbehave anywhere abroad. But let's not blame ourselves. Let's not say it is because some people are misbehaving. Because Nigerians, how many are Nigerians in the UAE compared to the number of Indians, compared to the number of Pakistanis, compared to Bangladeshis? When I've said it before, when I newly came to the UAE in Abu Dhabi, there are times where you see Bangladeshis, I don't know whether they're Bangladesh, using practically knife and stick, pursuing themselves on the street of Abu Dhabi in Musafa. So let's not say it is because Nigerians. UAE is capable. The UAE police is capable to deal with anybody that commits crime. So it's not crime. Anyway, thank you for people who have called in. I think we have to go now. We've spent 1 hour 36 minutes, and we talked about the fact that Nigerians are highly resilient. And I think okay, somebody else is calling again. I don't want to shut them off. Hello. It's not connecting. It's probably using VPN. So it's not connecting. It's unfortunate. See, it's showing connecting and it's just not connecting. So please, let's not blame ourselves. I know that some Nigerians are misbehaving. Some Nigerians are misbehaving wherever in all countries of the world. But we are not the only one that misbehave, and we are not trying to say it is okay to misbehave. But let's not blame ourselves for this. Okay, finally. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening.
Am I calling on opinion sharer?
Yes, your opinion sharers. My name is Paul. Please quickly share your experience in 1 minute. Thank you. It's reconnecting again. Okay, go ahead, please. We can hear you now.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Sam Adishokan. I've been trying to call, but the BTN was unable to connect.
Okay.
I'm the one company that I spent in uncompleted building development.
Okay.
There are some things people did not understand, and those agents will not explain things clearly to people before bringing them to UAE.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
There is difference between freelance visa and the working visa.
Yeah.
So we are asking people on the freelance visa trying to know information they don't know anything. They don't know anything. Visa, they are
Yeah, bro.
Working with any company,
Yeah,
I do with me.
I understand what you're saying.
So if they're working with a company, along the line they find another company which is okay for them. They have the right immediately. They have the right immediately to cancel their contract and move to the new company.
Yeah, bro, I understand that. Do you have a personal experience you want to share? We understand that, you know.
Yeah. I came here 2017, year 2020.
Okay.
Then I got the sergeant cleaner job. So
Okay.
along the line, due to COVID, everywhere was shut down.
Yeah.
So the only job then available is construction company. When I
Okay.
get to the construction company, the one is an Egyptian one which we agreed to pay me 1,200 dirham.
Mm.
Then I start to work. After 2 weeks, this one called me and told me that Sam, I won't be able to pay you 1,200. I'm going to pay you 800.
Hmm.
With I have nowhere to go, I need to pay. So after 1 month, 2 months, then on third month, I went with one asthma, a local here.
Mm. Sorry, my brother, we can't hear you anymore. Somebody was actually calling from Nigeria, or maybe we're just using a Nigeria number. And the thing is that many people don't understand the kind of situation. Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, it's not responding. There was one day during my summer holiday in May 2019. We were driving from Abu Dhabi to Alain, and then along that highway, we saw some African guys. So we stopped for them. Excuse me. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Samuel. I'm speaking from UAE.
Okay. Please take 1 minute to quickly share your
And
experience, please.
okay. In my company where I work,
Yeah.
there are some of my friends whose visa will soon expire. One of them, they've renewed, as in they've completed 2 years.
Okay.
And after the completion of their 2 years, then my company renewed their visa, internal renewal. They signed the contract already.
Okay.
And now for the company to process their work permit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So one of them went for
Okay, I know that there is difficulty for many people calling in because they are using VPN, and the UAE does not allow for WhatsApp calls. So, I think we should stop now. We will continue next week again. It's already, past midnight here, and we all have some other things that we need to do. So, thank you very much. Our brothers and sisters, please let us keep supporting ourselves. I know that this is very, very, very serious and difficult for people since I live in the UAE myself. So, and please do reach out to Tosin if you need any support. If possible, they would assist you. We will respond to some of these questions, and if you join us early enough on by next Saturday, we might be able to attend to more of these questions. Thank you very, very, very much. God bless you. Let us continue to take ourselves and each other. Tosin, any specific information?
We just admonish our people that irrespective of the difficulties things are, they should be well behaved and keep hope high. Very soon, all this will be over.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We hope that this will be over very, very soon. And that's one of the major criterias of Nigerians. We are highly optimistic. We are believing. I'm sure that somehow things will happen and the story will change. I'm sorry we cannot take your call anymore. I don't know his name, so we just have to close now. Thank you very, very much, guys. Please, let's share this video wide. Just maybe somebody who knows Baba Buhari, or somebody who knows Madam Aisha, or somebody who knows Vice President Oshibajo, or one of these politicians. And if you can cut specific places from this video, if you can download it or screenshot it, please let us screenshot it and send it around so that people will know that Nigerians in UAE, they are not smiling because the street is not smiling at all. And we are counting on Baba Buhari to please, we are begging now, that, to come to action and rescue our people there. Thank you very, very much, guys. We'll be back again next week. We care.